Responsible innovation in digital health. Healthcare, of course, is important to all of us, but we have to recognize there's a big and growing question. Put simply, we have to try and balance the needs of a growing and an aging population with the costs of doing so, and that's not easy. Fortunately, just like in those old movies, the cavalry rides over the hill to rescue us. In this case, the cavalry is technology, particularly digital technologies, which have the power to revolutionize healthcare. Now, we've seen this before. Technologies often seem to offer huge promise. However, when we look more closely, we can see there may well be unexpected and unanticipated downsides. We need to recognize that technology isn't neutral, it's something that we can shape. And what we're really interested in is responsible innovation, making sure the potential benefits are realized and that they're spread equally. Now, this idea of responsible innovation has been around for a long time, worrying about the effect technology might have on society. And there are several dimensions. We need to look and make sure that we are thinking ahead to what might happen. We need the capacity to reflect and challenge ourselves. We need to make sure we include all the relevant stakeholders, and we need to make sure the things we design are flexible and responsive, allow us to shape them. Now, digital healthcare has tremendous possibilities. Because it's so reliant on software, there's significant scope for modifying and shaping these technologies to the needs of multiple stakeholders. So the question is this happening? Well, that was the focus for a major international research program, which is reported in the book. So what did we find in this research? Well, the first and most important conclusion, there is considerable scope for responsible innovation in many areas, and we found plenty of examples all around the world. Of particular interest was the key dimension of inclusiveness, how we could engage with all stakeholders, and especially patients. What we found in particular was that there's a spectrum of potential involvement in innovation. Users, patients, have a great deal to contribute, whether they're just informed and their ideas and input can help shape that experience, whether they're more actively involved, sharing ideas, participating in prototypes, right through to patients, users who actually create solutions, or at least the beginnings of the ideas, which others can then develop. So there's very rich and still perhaps untapped potential in using patient perspectives as part of the input to the innovation process. And of course, this has another advantage. If patients have been involved, they're far more likely to accept the results of those innovations. So adoption of innovation, not just improving the front end, is a consequence of stakeholder involvement of this kind. But it does raise a major question: how can we help motivate, mobilize, and enable this kind of user involvement? And that's the subject of our current research program. So if you'd like to find out more about this research, contact Tatiana at this address or take a look at the book. You can find the details here.